Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to one of the prettiest villages in Derbyshire. This is Ashford in the water, and it is absolutely lovely. So, where are we going today? Well, we're going to be heading up onto the moors, and we're going back in time, and we're going to look for Stonehenge of the North. So let's get back on the bike and head off. See you after the intro. Okay, folks, we're back at the bike. And we're off to do some exploring. So we've got to head out of Ashford, and we're going to head over the moors and head towards Monash. So we're heading towards Bakewell, but we're going to turn off just before Bakewell, avoid the town centre, because that gets pretty busy. So we're going to turn right just here. So we're heading up there. So many of you will be familiar with Monash and the old Smithy Cafe, or whatever as they like to call themselves, bistro. They like to call themselves a bistro. It's a cafe, but a very good one. It's very popular with bikers, cyclists, walkers. Fantastic views up here. When the sun's out, it's gorgeous. So this is Money Ash. Many of you will recognise it, I'm sure. Well, what I'm going to need to do is to nip into the cafe, buy myself a coffee. Looks very busy with plenty of bikes. Good grief. It's very busy. Can I squeeze in anywhere? Someone's just pulled out. Right, there's a reason for me stopping. That was handy. I told you it was popular, didn't I? So I need to get some change. I'll find out why later. Catch you in a minute. Right. Now, the reason I had to stop here was I needed to get some change. Some lovely bikes here today. Loads of classics. Beautiful, some of them. Oh, little monkey bike. Right. We are going to head up the road. Not very far. And we're heading a couple of miles up the road. And we're heading for the Stonehenge of the North. We're going to Arbor Low. And it's a neolithic henge. Now the reason I needed to get some change was Arbor Low is actually on private land and it belongs to the farm at Long Rake, which is just down here. And they do ask for a small admission charge of £1, which I think is pretty reasonable. It's certainly a damn sight cheaper than the other Stonehenge. You can see for miles up here. I need to turn up here. Let this chap go, because I've got a gravel track to go up. And it's not the best of road surfaces, especially with road tyres. It's full of potholes, very slippy gravel. Well, this is as far as we can go with the bike. So we're going to have to park up and take a walk. Right. I'll catch you in a minute. So, parked up, got to have a walk over here, have a little read of this sign. There you go. Welcome to Arbor Low Stone Circle and Gib Hill Barrow. So we're going to have a walk. And it's a good way up there. I'll catch up with you when we get a bit closer. Right, time to hand me cash over and take a walk. Right, so we've got to walk through the farmyard. And I assume through that gate. Seeing as though there's a little marker over there. And up there. So, this is the entrance to the henge. So you can see it's an earth bank and a ditch, and then here in the centre are what were standing stones, or at least I think they were standing, but they've all fallen over. There's about 50 of them now, although that's because some of them are actually broken. They think originally there was probably only about 42, 43 stones. Some of them are massive. So this is the stone circle itself. Some of these stones are pretty big, but we're not getting too much wind noise. You can see why they made it here. Highest point for miles around. You'll be on YouTube next week. Whoa. Yeah, somebody's going to be famous next week. Not that anyone watches my YouTube channel. This is the other entrance, or in our case exit, to the henge. Well, I apologise for the wind noise, but we're on the highest point of the henge now. Not bad views, are they? So you might just be able to make out over there, just to the right of that big tree. That's Gib Hill. That's a burial mound. And where those two ladies are sitting over there in the centre is called the Cove. I think originally that would have been upright stones and set in a rectangular pattern. They have found human remains there. You won't be able to see that, but that looks like the air ambulance in the distance. I can hear it, I can see it. Just over the top of that blue van. Hope he's not going on a shout. This goes back to Neolithic times. Neolithic, Bronze Age. It looks beautiful on a day like today, but I wouldn't want to be up here at night. It might be a bit spooky, especially since there's supposed to be boggarts who hang about here. Now, boggarts are another Derbyshire legend. They're mischievous or malevolent spirits who loiter about, leap at you from the darkness. So, 4,500 years ago this was built. It's not been excavated for over 100 years. So hopefully bows, flint arrowheads, flint tools. And that's what it might have looked like if the stones were still standing. But you can see why they built it here. On top of the moor, you'd have been able to see this place for miles. Okay, time to wander back to the bike, which is down there. Right folks, so we're back at the bike. It was a lot easier coming down than going up. And also a lot quieter with the wind behind you. So, that was Arbor Low. That's 4,500 years of history. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was certainly well worth £1. And it's 5 minutes from Money Ash. So next time you've got an hour to spare, have a wander up here. Just take it easy on this gravel, because it's a bit rough. Ooh, especially when someone's coming the other way. I think this is the worst bit, just on the entrance, so do be careful going in and coming out. Coming out's even worse, so there you go. So there you have it, Arbor Low and Gib Hill. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give us a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you very much for coming along. So stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.